Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome again to our Awayday Diaries channel. I'm Johnny, this is Reese. It's Saturday afternoon, so it's another FA Cup challenge, and this time it's the FA Cup second round, or second qualifying round, and we are off to Weston Super Mare, and they play Taunton Town.
So as Johnny said, we're off to Weston Super Mare, the Optima Stadium, somewhere that I've been to before, and I know that you've been to this season actually.
Yep.
I know that Cardiff played Weston in a pre-season friendly that Johnny went down to. But yeah, we're super excited. We've made it to the second qualifying round. How many games have we had so far?
Including the replay. Well, this is going to be the fifth game, including the replay between Shepton Mallet and Andover New Street. So this is a fifth game, and we're only in the second qualifying round.
So plenty of football has gone by, plenty to come, hopefully. Weston Super Mare is lovely little place. Like I said, I've been there before. The stadium sits just by the seafront. We're currently on the M5. Traffic's looking all right so far. The sun has gone in. Hopefully it won't rain.
Neither of us have brought coats.
We've not.
So I hope it doesn't rain.
And I'm also in shorts, as you'll see. So yeah, we're looking forward to the day. Come along with us, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so we've made it to the ground, the Optima Stadium. Like I said before, we're close to the beachfront, which is great. We're on a main road here. First impressions, nice traditional ground, I think. It's an older ground than, Melksham that we've been to. Shepton even was, new and nice, so older, but again, it's first impressions are good.
Yeah, it's good. You've been here before. I've been here before as well. So I came with Cardiff City pre-season. This is a totally different game now. This is the FA Cup against Taunton. So just a bit of a background. We had a little bit of a background last week on Weston. So a bit of a background, on Taunton. A bit of a background on Weston now. So the club was formed in 1887. It actually disbanded twice, but that was due to two world wars. So it reformed again and has stayed current since 1948. And they play all white. They're called the Seagulls. They play here, as Reese said, at the Optima Stadium. It's got a capacity of about 3,500. We'll come back onto that in a moment. They haven't filled the stadium yet. I don't think they'll fill it today. They haven't quite filled it yet, but more about that in a moment. So Weston currently play in the Southern League Premier Division. They've done okay this season. They're lying 10th. They played 7. They won 3, drawn 1, lost 3. The reason I say that is because Taunton are in the same division, and they've also played 7, won 3, drawn 1, lost 3.
Yeah. So
it's a very, very close game today, and it'll be really interesting to see how they get on. Now, Weston got here by beating Flackwell Heath, which was a tough ask, really, because Flackwell Heath are a few divisions below, a few leagues below, but they did take them to a replay, and Weston only won with a last-minute goal. So, but Weston, I'm sure, are pleased to be through. And they're no strangers to the FA Cup, Weston. So they have been in the first round a number of times. The first they've got was 2003-2004 when they got to the second round. They lost to Northampton. But previous years they've got to the first round where they've played Wrexham and lost at home. They played Doncaster and lost at home. Now Doncaster Rovers, when they lost 4-1 at home in 2003, that was their record attendance, 2,949 people turned up. I don't know if we're going to get that many today, but you never know, because it's a big derby. It's a local derby as well as the FA Cup. Now, the other thing that I just want to add about Weston is that their local rivals are Clevedon. They've not played Clevedon since 2003. And the last time they played Clevedon was a result which was good for Weston, because it won the match and it took them up to the National League South. Now, they've been in the National League South for a few years. They were relegated in 2018, 2019, and that brings me on to my two facts about Weston Super Mare. Since they were formed, up until 2017, 2018, Weston had never been relegated from a league.
What stats they are?
Oh, Wimbledon do that these days, but they've never been relegated before. Now, they were lucky a few times. They were relegated a few times, but they were saved by the bell. They were reprieved because of ground inspections, or they were reprieved because, sadly, clubs went into liquidation. Now, what a stat that is, that they've never been relegated. Wish I'd happened to Cardiff City.
I wish.
I'm not lying. The other fact is, and I hope it's still right, that they're sponsored by McDonald's. So I'm hoping there's an outlet inside the ground.
That'd be great.
We're going to go and have a look inside the ground. We'll show you the ground. We'll show you what it looks like. And let's hope for that McDonald's. But let's go and have a look and see what we can find. So just a quick view of the grounds here at Weston Super Mare. So we're starting off with the Optima Care stand, which is a seated stand. Looks quite nice, quite small, but it runs maybe 2/3 of the length of the whole of the width of the ground. Moving on to the far side, where you have the Alto digital stand. A nice stand this, I like this one. A typical traditional standing area behind the goal. Moving down to the left hand side, not much here. Okay, so a bit of standing area where the dugouts are as well. And if we move back around and pan back around the stadium as well, just behind the goal to this end, we have a covered area, covered stand. You'll probably get a couple of hundred people in there as well. So we're now about 35 minutes away from kick-off. We'll bring you some of the action as soon as we get it. Okay, so we're joined by Josh Thomas, the reporter for the Western Mercury. Josh, thanks for joining us today. You're the official reporter for Weston Super Mare. Just tell me a little bit about the club.
Yeah, they're a very well-supported club, a very good, the best club in non-league in my personal opinion. That's not being biased at all. They're just a really good club, well-supported, and of course they're doing quite well at the moment. Got the win against Blackpool Heath to get here today, so yeah, very good team.
Yeah, good. So again, FA Cup. These two sides seem to be quite well matched in the league. Head to head, they're 9th and 10th in the league. How do you see this game going?
I can see this game going well. At the same time, it's going to be a very interesting game. I think it's going to be a very tough game.
Yeah.
I mean, both sides. It's a local Somerset derby. It's very passionate. A lot of supporters coming today. I think Weston can edge this. I really believe it. I think with a home crowd, it makes a heck of a difference. I mean, they've really played really well in front of their fans. So I think it's going to be a really close game. But I can't see Weston not getting the win.
Yeah. Okay. So in terms of the report, you have some inside information, I guess, on the teams. Maybe the squads. How's the squad looking today for Weston?
Well, of course, there's disappointment. There's Luke Pennell being injured. I mean, that's a guarantee. I mean, there was talks of him being out for 3 weeks, so that's the best case scenario. So I think he won't be in today, unfortunately. There's a couple more injuries. I think Scott Led was taken off injured as well in a game against the other day against who was it now? I can't think now. Taunton Town. Anyway, they got injured, and there's a lot of injuries there. But they have got 2 new signings in. They got James Dodd in course, and they've got Will Turn, who signed on a permanent deal, who has been playing really well since he's come in. He's played right back, centre back, left back, all through the system. So he's done quite well since he's come in. Played in the last 6 to 7 started, and he came off the bench, and he's been a revelation to the team. But you've got people like that who are, getting opportunities, coming in doing well. So, but they are some big misses. There are some really good players coming in, and you've got a really good team. You've got some really good strikers, Gucci who stand out, so things like that. Yeah,
fantastic. So, assuming did we get through? Last question: how far can this team go in the FA Cup?
They got to the 4th round against Eastleigh last year, so they can go really far in this competition. They've had a really good run. They got to the 2nd round back in 2004, where they lost to Northampton before they lost to Man United, the eventual winners. So they did well. They got to the 1st round a few years ago. I think last, and they got a really good chance. I think they got to past the 2nd qualifying round for the last 3 years. They got themselves, and the FA Cup is something that is so exciting for them. All this town, all the supporters always love the FA Cup. It's always something. So
let's hope the excitement carries on today. Josh, thank you very much indeed. We've got about 35 minutes to kick off. We'll get you some of the action later on but fingers crossed it'll be a great game. Thanks, Josh.
No worries. Thank you.
Alright, so we're 5 minutes until kick-off. Weston are in traditional all-white. Taunton are going to be playing in sky blue. As you can see in the background, the subs are on their way to the bench, and we're looking forward to kick-off.
Yeah, really excited for it. It should be a really good game, really good quality. So let's have a look, next video, and you'll see the players come out.
We'll see you in a bit.
I'll be there.
Who's played in ball in the friendly. Yeah. And there's the Dorchester last season, there's John Kingston. Surely you can play for Simba, he was on the we were trying to get people in here, General. No, well, he was pleased he got the He was pleased he got the Oh, go steady. Your ball! No, it's not. What's that ex-Western fullback? Jack Goodall. Jack Goodall.
Thank you very much.
Come on, whip it in.
50-50
Evans.
Probably get it. I think he's administration, right? Good, yeah. Let her go.
happening here, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so it's half time. It's currently Weston Super Mare 3, Taunton 0. And I'm going to say something that'll sound silly. I don't think that there's much in it between the two teams. Weston obviously 3-0 up. It's been through 3 set pieces, but in my opinion, there's not, I think Taunton are still in this.
Yeah, I think Weston Super Mare are taking their chances. Set pieces. Well, the first goal was a free kick. The second 2 goals were corners. Third goal was a little bit dubious. We'll talk about that in a second. But Weston are taking their chances. Weston just seem comfortable. It's becoming a bit of a niggly affair. A bit of a it's quite a physical game in that way. And I think the Western seem to be taking it in their stride. And Taunton, I think, are just getting a little bit frustrated by that, and it's not helping their game. But
No.
3-0, it does sound over, doesn't it?
It does, and like Johnny just touched on, I think if Taunton will lose this game, it'll be through discipline. They're getting a bit het up. We're expecting, I don't know about you, I'm expecting a few more cards to be shown. There was a little bit of an incident with the linesman, wasn't there? Giving the third goal. Whether it crossed the line or not, who knows? He certainly thought so. But yeah, in my opinion, Taunton are matching Weston. Like I said, Weston had a bit more possession. And they're taking their chances, but second half is going to be interesting. I think
Taunton have got to get the next goal. If they don't get the next goal, then they're out of it completely. But there's been some decent football played, a lot of it in the middle of the park. The other thing I'd like to add is that Weston are getting the ball into the box a lot more than Taunton. Taunton have been nice outside of the box. Weston are getting in the box into the danger area, and that's where they're hurting Taunton. But let's see what the second half brings. I'm sure there'll be more goals. Right, okay, it ended 5-1. Weston 5, Taunton 1. Weston are going through. The scoreline suggests a thumping. Well deserved. Possibly it's a little bit harsh on Taunton, but we said at half time that whoever got the next goal, it would be really important. It was 3-0 at half time from the set pieces, and within a minute of the second half, Weston got the fourth, killed it off. A nice goal, the fourth goal. So immediately after that, Taunton had their chance. He had a goal line clearance which would have made it 4-1, which they missed. Taunton then got a penalty back, which was couldn't really see it. It was either end for us, but that made it 4-1. Moments later, they had another chance. Their striker skied it over from 6 yards. So if they take their chances, they're back in a game. But to be honest, I think Weston held out quite firm, to be honest.
They did.
I think they allowed Taunton to have possession. They soaked up the pressure. And then right at the end of the game, they got their fifth. So he topped and tailed a half Weston with a goal on 46 of the goal on 90. And it's onwards and upwards, and we'll see who they join the next round. But good game.
Yeah.
We've been lucky with goals, haven't we?
We have. I'm touching upon what you said. I think you're right. I think that Taunton came back into the game because Weston allowed it, basically, and they sat back slightly, and then they managed to get the goals on the break. But really pleased we came down. Excited that we're progressing through the FA Cup, and like you said, see who we get next.
Yeah, and it's only an hour away from home.
Yeah.
See you soon.
See you in a bit.
Bye.